How's it sound? How's it look? How I came to Charles. So if I recall correctly, I was walking through the woods one day behind my house, and I saw a kid, and my friend Kid, and he said that he had been homeless and destitute. First thing I noticed was he said he'd been homeless for 3 months, but I was at his house like 2 days before that. He was covered in feces, and I immediately was like, "Dude, are you covering your own feces?" And he was like, "How did you know it was my feces?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. I just got a vibe." And so he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm homeless and destitute." He used the word destitute too much, so I knew it was something was up. But he was like, "You think it'd be cool if I crashed with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he's like, "All right." So then he started following me. And I'm like, I thought we were gonna I was gonna call you and we were gonna arrange this and meet up later. But he was following me, and so I was like, well, what the fuck do I do now? So we're just walking through the woods and we stumble upon this house. And so we go inside the house, and it turns out my brother was already living there. And I was like, "Barney, what are you doing here?" And he was like, "I'm just chilling." And so we went inside, and there was already a bed. There was like a nice bed set up in the corner, and then like a ratty ass mattress on the floor that looked like someone bled all over it. So we just decided we were gonna just go with it, you know. We kind of committed to the bit early on, I think, and that turned out to be beneficial, I think, in the long run.
Well, so I was destitute, living under a bridge for about 3 months. I had grown accustomed to finding my food outside, scavenging for dead animals, roadkill, sometimes insects when it got really bad. Yeah, one day I was foraging for maybe some berries in the woods, and I saw Austin sitting out there. Just a chance meeting, you know, of a good friend. And he saw me covered in dirt and some of my own feces, and he took pity upon me and led me to this wonderful mecca that we call Charles now. So a vote was called, and members of every country gathered here on Pope Street to take part in this vote. And it took about 3 hours, but we finally settled on Charles.
Okay. My best memory, that's a good one. So we had all been drinking, and Barnden had to use the bathroom. So Barnden's in the bathroom, and I really had to go. There's only one bathroom, so I decided to go outside. But then I decided it'd be really funny if instead of going outside, I just stuck my bare ass out the window and shit through the window. And Kid was like, "Yeah, dude, that'd be really funny." So I opened the window and stuck my bare ass through it and took a shit, but then realized that I had already gone outside, so I actually took a shit inside of Charles, just right on the floor. And we didn't clean it up.
That's a good question. There are so many great ones. One that sticks out to me is the time I was living on the floor of Austin's bedroom on a mattress, and our good friend Connor was over, and he was sleeping next to me, and I was just minding my own business, and all of a sudden I felt a jarring pain in my face when I was awoken to being kicked in the face by who I thought was one of my best friends. Of course, there's blood all over the pillow, Austin's bed sheets. I felt really bad about it, but then again, what could I do after the assault that happened? No, actually, he openly mocked me the morning after. He said, "Oh, yeah, there's dried blood all over your face, you fucking loser."
After he kicked you, he immediately called you a pussy, right?
Yeah. And you know, the worst part about that is he wasn't even awake for it. It was just kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. You know, and me and Connor were close before that. It's a shame what happened.
My worst memory at Charles. Probably also the shit thing. That was pretty terrible memory.
Okay. All right. Well, my worst memory is from early in Charles' history. We were all over here having a good time, you know, imbibing alcohol, smoking marijuana. It was a good time. And Austin disappeared for like 30 minutes. We found out he was in the bathroom, and then he got up, and he didn't even make it to his room before he spewed his guts all over the floor.
I did make it to my room. You guys made me get out of my bed.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
Probably seldom. And when I do, I hope that it's through the rose-tinted lens of alcohol. Hopefully, I'll also be awake, because right now the only time I think about Charles is whenever it plagues me in my nightmares. You know, the ones that you can't wake up from?
I would say fondly. I think 5 years down the road, I'm definitely going to look back at my time at Charles and think, wow, you know, you don't know you're in the good days until you're past them.